guys, how are you today? Welcome to my kitchen. I'm Leonardo. We're going to be cooking Cheap Ass Tuesday tomato relish. We're going to be using tin cans that I picked up for 69 cents from my local Woolworths. Alright guys, so as you can see here, we've got some fresh onions that we're going to be dicing up today in capsicum. We're going to do that in the frying pan. We're going to be doing that with a little bit of white vinegar. And we're also going to be doing that with a little bit of red wine vinegar as well. That's going to give it some nice flavour, some nice texture. So we're going to glaze the onions off first, then we're going to do the relish. And when it's all done, we're going to actually combine the two so we get the nice smoky flavour of the onion and we get the beautiful sweet flavour of the tomato. We're also going to be seasoning that with a little bit of dried chilli and some different kinds of garlic just for some flavour. Of course, salt and pepper. I like cracked pepper and I love the cracked salt. Now, as you can see, I've opened the tin of tomatoes. I've already given it a taste. And it's essential that you taste your tomatoes before you go any further. How you season, how you make it will all be based on how sweet or how salty or how vinegary they've made your tomatoes in a tin. Now it's important that you cook with butter when doing onions and not oil. If you do it with oil and you put the lid on, all you're going to be doing is steaming. Now I've just turned that down to a simmer, just so I don't burn the butter, now that she's nice and hot. Now do remember that your onion is actually going to go to about half the size that it is right now. I'm also going to add in the capsicum. And we're also going to be adding in our glazed onion. As I said before, the basil is just not really in season at the moment, so I'm going to be using the Gourmet Garden basil squeeze packs. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting in some chili. Should be enough for the first stage. Because I really want to boil the chili to release its oils, which is what makes it spicy. I can add a little bit more later if I need to, and then it just sort of leaches out slowly but surely that way. That smells absolutely divine. But I need to put some pepper in. Just wanted to get sure I had the chili in there. So now we're going to add some pepper. So I'm just going to go with cracked pepper today. Get a little bit of a workout doing this. So I'm just adding a seasoning and stirring, adding another seasoning, stirring. We're not going to taste it just yet because it's just going to taste very vinegary. I want the vinegar to boil off and get that nice acidicness. And then we'll sweeten it down with the sugar when it's on simmer, and I'll just keep taste testing from there. that's been stewing away for about an hour and a half. I've been seasoning it as I go. We added the sugar just to thicken it. As you can see, it's got a nice thick chutney finish. And again, I didn't cut these really fine. I do like the chunky vegetables in there. Get in there, give it a go, make mistakes. Cooking is all about making mistakes, alright? Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Okay guys, so you don't need to sanitize the glass jars when you're doing relishes. It's not going to last that long. As long as you stay away from meat products and dairy products, it's not going to go off anytime soon. Make sure they're cool before you put them in the glass. These are still just a little bit warm, but that's okay, they're not going to break.